Good morning, fam. Come on in, come on in. I am Robert Stroger, pastor of New Life Changing Christian Center, and I want to thank you for joining for our Sunday morning time of, I want to say worship, and we are worshiping God, and we thank Him. Our message, our lesson, our teachings, and I thank God this morning. Sound check, real quick. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me clearly? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. To make sure you guys can hear me clearly. Okay, cool. I see thumbs up. I think y'all can hear me. Cool. Okay. Okay, good. All right. Got that out the way. I think I just said it, I'm Pastor Rob, New Life Change Christian Center. And I want to thank y'all for joining this morning. Such an awesome morning. I thank God for waking me up. And you should thank God for waking yourself up this morning. It's so awesome, excuse me, to be sitting here in front of you this morning. And if you're watching it on the replay, on our YouTube or Facebook, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you're watching this. But this Sunday morning, it's on me. Even during this week, I was just so excited. I felt so good. And I kept saying, like, I feel good, even though some things may be sore, achy, even as you may age. But I just thank God. I feel so good. I feel so good. I can't even express it in words how good I feel. And there's nothing but God. And I thank Him every day for allowing me to see this and experience this. You know what I mean? And getting to know Him more and more and getting closer to Him. And everything is being opened up wider. My vision, my mind. And I thank God for that. And I just praise Him. This is not about me, but I just had to get a quick testimony, quick praise, because it is so awesome. And I thank Him so much. And you also should thank Him. We all need to thank Him every day that we wake up. It does not matter what is going on. Amen. Amen. All right. I'm gonna jump right in and get started. I'm gonna be looking here at my screen a lot, y'all, because I got notes, I got things up. So don't think I'm looking away from you, but I'm be pulling up things, and I got a couple of things that I want to talk about this morning. And I'm gonna see how God takes us. Amen. It's a little chilly this morning here in Maryland. I think it's like 38 degrees. It's a little brisky, but I love it. I like the brisk air. All right, let's get started. I think I put a title up there called "Let Go." Right? Let go. I think I was talking about it last week. It's so funny. Sometimes I got to go back and watch what I was speaking about, because I don't remember all the time of what I was speaking about. Like, go back, because God be speaking, and I just go with Him. I just let it go and just go with Him. Whatever He says and whatever He say do, I just go ahead and move with Him, because it's so awesome and it feels so good. It's so powerful in that, because you're relinquishing everything. You're relinquishing, excuse me, this Him and letting it go. We're gonna jump right in here in the scripture. I'm gonna share a screen with you here. Let's see what I have up here. Let's see. All right, we're gonna go to Psalms. If you want, let's start right here. We're gonna go to Psalms 37. Psalms 37. We're gonna start with I'm just gonna read it down to verse 7. I think I highlighted verse 7, but we're gonna start with verse 1 and read all the way down to verse 7. Of David, fret not yourself because of evildoers. Be not envious of wrongdoers, for they will soon fade like the grass and wither like green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and befriend faithfulness. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desire of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in Him, and He will act. He will bring forth your righteousness as the light and your justice as the noonday. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently. Highlight that word, patiently, for Him. Fret not yourself over the one who prospers in his way, over the man who carries out evil devices. And in that, like the verse 37, which what I really wanted to highlight, is be still before the Lord and wait patiently. Wait patiently. Underline patience, because that's a lot for us. Patience. To wait patiently, that's a lot for us to take in, to wait and be patient in Him. It is a lot. I know it is to be patient. Patience, it takes a lot to be patient. It takes discipline to be patient. It takes just to sit and wait. Because wait, but things are set up today, it's a lot of control. We have a lot of in our lives and people, the way life is set up today. I think that's funny. Everybody has control and they want control. Everybody wants to take over. Everybody, oh man, how can I want to put it? Have a controlling nature in them, right? Because they want to control. They want everything done like they want it to be done. They want things, they take over because they feel like that's not going to get done like I want it to get done. You know what I mean? Like, and that's controlling, right? Controlling is I don't want you to do it. No, I got it. Because how many of us have done that, right? How many have done it with our children? Sometimes we ask them to do something, then you turn around like, nope, I'll go ahead and do it because you're not going to do it like I want it to be done. Or you give somebody something. I know I want to take control of that. You sit down and you listen, and I'm gonna take full control. And that's a lot of us today. We have so much controlling, such a controlling nature in us that we can't relinquish. We can't sit down and be patient. We do that with God. We pray and ask for something, but then when it doesn't come in the time that we want it, or it doesn't come like we want it, we get mad, we get upset. And you know what, God, this is not working because this is the way I want it. This is the way I want it to be done. This is how I want it to be laid out, and it's not working. Now I'm getting frustrated, and then anxiety kicks in, and everything is wound up, and I can't do it. And you just won't let it go. You just won't sit down and stop and wait on him. We do that often in our lives. That could be somebody at work, like somebody, your coworker or your boss or whoever. It can be a friend or what have you. They're controlling. They're going to take over the situation because they're going to do it because they see it. So I'm going to take it over because you guys don't know how to do it or what to do with it. So I want it done like this because that makes me feel more comfortable in it, and I'm going to feel more relaxed, because if I allow you to do it, then I'm not going to feel good, and it's not going to be up to par where I want it to be. And I don't like it. And it's not going to be right. And I feel as though, and I don't, and then I'm gonna be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And then it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work because I said it, and this is not gonna work. You notice in that when all that is going on, there's a lot of eyes in it. You know what I mean? It's not there's a lot of selfishness in it. It's a lot of, this is what I want. This is how I want it to be done. This is the way you should do this so I can feel better. We do that with God all the time because we don't wait on him to do it. We don't relinquish because we can't relinquish control, because I can't let that go because I got to keep going on. I got to do it. And it has to be done in my way. If it's not done in my way, it's not right. I said, wow, we are some narcissistic individuals, and we don't even realize. We used to call it individual that was in office very narcissistic. We don't realize how narcissistic we are in our ways, in individuals in our ways, because we have to do, it has to be done. And then I'm worked up. Then I'm emotionally worked up. Then I may get mad with the individual because they didn't do it like I wanted them to do it. Or you didn't give me that because this is the way I wanted to receive it. But that's the person, that person only knows how to give it to you in this way, but you didn't give it to me like I wanted to receive it. Now you're not feeling my feelings. You don't understand me, and you're not trying to understand me. Now it's worked up. Instead of, when we come into the kingdom, when we come into God and start knowing, not just believing, but knowing him, and seeing things through his lens, it drops all that. It opens up because now you see the whole picture. It's not just one side, because most of us just see one side of ourselves. We just see us. We don't see the other individual, or maybe we don't see how they express their feelings, or however they do their work, or they may do it at this pace, or they may do it a little slower and not as fast as you, or this and that, where you think it's fast. They moving not like you wanted to be moved, but we don't want to sit down and just let it go and say, yeah, God, you just do that. I got to sit down. I got to stop. I'm speaking from experience, because I dealt with that, because I wanted things a certain way. And in the household, I want things like I want it. You know, when you have lived alone, or, you know, single life, you want things like you want it. And the more you try to keep putting this stuff like you want it, you like you want it, it keeps it works you up. You get worked up. You can't never relax. You can't never settle, and then you're getting mad and upset with the other individual who have you, the children, this and that, because it's not set up like you want it to be set up, like you in your mind want it to be. I had to realize, in order for peace, I got to let it go. In order to have peace, and for me to relax, I got to let it go. Let me stop. If that's not picked up at that time and that second, it's not killing anybody. Nobody's gonna be hurt. If the dishes aren't washed in that specific minute, it's not gonna kill nobody. If the rug got a little fold in it and I'm upset, well, why the shoes? What is? It's not worth me losing my peace and my joy and my happiness, because I'm more focused on that little situation. I hope I'm not confusing you. I'm more focused on that little situation than I am the ginormous picture, which is the household that I need to sit in and be stable in it and be lined up in it, instead of worrying about this little. I'm worried about it, and I'm driving it crazy. Now I'm causing ruckus and disturbance in the household. Once we let me not say just believe, once we get to know God more and more, all of that you let it go. Let me say it like that. You just let it go. You relinquish all of that little stuff that normally will hold you and bind you, and you worried, and your anxiety kicks up, and now you're getting angry, and now you're mad, and now you this. You just let it go. It's still order. Yes, there's still order and there's structure. I'm not saying you just whatever and everything wild. No. It's still order and structure. But that minute that it needs to be done to make you rest at night, because there's some people that can't go to bed at night with dishes in the sink. Some people can't rest. Some people can't rest if this certain thing is like this, or this is moved like this. It's in them, and you have disrupted. Now you're angry and mad just for that small little thing. We go so far in things that I laugh at people, and I laugh at, well, myself included. I laugh at myself because I look at us as human beings. We are the funniest. We are some funny creatures. We think we are the smartest and the most intelligent beings ever to be, created. God has created us as we are precious beings, but we put ourselves so high, right, that we walk around like we're floating, and we do no wrong, and we are perfect, and everybody else is crazy, because we got billions of people on this planet, and everybody in their box. Isn't that funny? Everybody in their little box that walk around in their little box. I don't know, guys, if you played games online and you got an avatar, and that avatar you created, and you walk around, and he may have a little highlight on them, right? So everybody has their own little highlight on the in life. We walk around, but in our own world, we're perfect. You look over to that person next to you that's walking. Oh, they're dumb. They're stupid. They're ignorant. Look at what they got on. Look at what she has on. Look at what he has on. Why is he dressed in that manner? Or why does he look like that? I heard a guy that he sells hair care products, and he's bushy beard. He's natural. He gets a lot of hair, got a bushy beard. People tell him, why don't you line that up? You're on the bill. Why don't you cut that? He said, why don't you look more presentable? He said, what are you talking about? I sell hair care products. I'm showing you I'm natural. I create and I make natural products, and I'm natural. I'm comfortable in my skin. Why do I have to shave or line or cut to make you feel comfortable? See how people look, this man is making money and he has his own business. He creates a product that people use, but you never really seen the owner. His hair is out, his beard is out. And he said, I'm natural. I'm comfortable. This is mine, and I'm comfortable in my skin. But others, we look at, we in our little box, we're perfect. In our minds, we perfect. But inside it's a muck of, I ain't gonna go, we're not gonna go to that. We're not gonna do that left turn just yet. I think I'm gonna leave that. But no, it's mess inside. You look perfect on the outside, but it's it's that nasty word, the SH $T. It's a mess inside, right? It's mess, but outside I'm perfect. No, they don't do that like that. It's so disgusting. How could you? And we walk around here with this pompous attitude, and we say we love God. We say we a child of God, and yeah, God is doing. Yeah, I follow God. I see where God is going. I know him. But if you knew him, why is your attitude in that manner? If you knew him, if we truly knew, and the ones that say they know, if they truly say, I don't know why I'm going, if you truly say you know God, then the one you see, you will see the individual who they truly are. Because God doesn't see us on our outside appearance, man does, right? But if you knowing him and seeing through his lens, you can see past the outside appearance and see who that person is. You can see who they are, and that's knowing God. So we say we know God. Do you really know him? That was just a side note. I don't know why. That's a side. Do you really know him? Because if you did, then the judgment would not come when you see somebody doing this or see somebody this. Do you understand where that person came from? That's the only way they know how to express themselves. They wasn't taught all this how to be expressive. There's some people that express love. I was around the individual working it. He wasn't emotional. He didn't do a lot of soft talking or caressing, and you could tell he was sort of abrasive, but he had a heart and he cared and he did love. But that's how he knew how to express it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? But we say we know God, and yes, I'm his child, but I don't see any traits of the Most High. We don't see them traits, because if we look at the world today, even in those that say they believe, there's a lot of judgment. There's a lot of I'm in control, and I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like them because of that. We got to stop and see who you're talking to. You're talking to an individual that may have a lot of pain, hurt, has been abused. They don't understand and see it where you're at. I had to get that. That's why I'm speaking. They don't see it where you seeing it right now. They don't see your vision. They don't see. Oh man, they may not be where you are in God, but they still believe, they still love, and they may not be where you at, but where God has them at that perfect spot, so they can grow and learn. You had to get to a spot. You had to grow and learn yourself. You understand what I'm saying? We just didn't wake up, because when you're born again, you're a babe, and then you got to grow up in him. And as we grow, some fast paced, some grow at a different time, and some grab and keep moving. There's times in this, and I'm learning this, and I'm speaking. I'm sitting here talking about myself, y'all. Just thank you for joining and being a part of this morning. But they may not grab it when you grab it, or get it when you get it. But since God has given it to you, that's the patience and the understanding. Now you can deliver it to them. So the frustrations cease, the aggravations are calmed down, and you just sit down and let it go. God, I ain't got no control over this. You doing this. I'm gonna let you, I'm gonna allow you to do this, God. Please take full control. Because I don't want no control. Because every time I try to take control, it gets ramped up. My body gets tensed. I get worked up. I start getting emotion. My emotions start pulling and controlling, because then I'm getting upset with the person and getting annoyed and getting angry and getting upset. Nah, I don't want that control. I don't want that no more. I just want to sit back and let you do it. However it happens, it happens. That's powerful to me when I said and meditated on that. When you sit back and just let God take full control and say, I don't want control. And those of us that are very controlling and still fighting with our controlism, we should constantly, daily, I don't want control. Okay. I've learned that with children growing up, and having children that grow up, from seeing them as little and babes always up to adulthood. Oh, they're gonna be who they be. God told me to guide them in this direction, but as they experience things and see things, and they're gonna experience things that you, as the parent, didn't experience, they're gonna see, and they're going into adulthood in their own way. Yes, in the back of their head, in the mind, that teaching that you taught them is still stuck in them, but they're gonna experience that same this things their own way. They may verge off into and test this out. They may indulge in it, but the word that was instilled in them is still there. Y'all get what I'm saying? I know I may be jumping and giving you a lot this morning, but God is saying some things. But it's things that it's time for us to stop. Just stop. And stop judging. Stop killing. Come out our narcissistic ways. Stop being so selfish. Stop saying, I don't feel as those. I don't. It's there we go with ourselves again. Take yourself out of the equation. Stop looking at yourself constantly, because you look at yourself. It's funny how we do that. We do look at ourselves, right? Because we want this for ourselves, but we don't never look back at ourselves to correct ourselves. We don't never look back at ourselves to clean up and purge out the mess that's in ourselves. We never want to look at ourselves and be truthful with ourselves and get rid of the mess and stop with the BS. You know what I mean? We selfish, right? But we selfish on the wrong thing. We do not look at ourselves and say, you know, I'm done. I'm gonna focus on myself and I'm cleaning myself up. We don't want to do that. We just want I to make me feel better, because I feel better than they did like I told them to do. And I feel comfortable. I like that. Yeah, I like that. That is part that is so horrible, because God never gave us power to control anybody or to tell anybody what to do unless he instructed to give instructions. God always, in you read through the word, he gave instructions. He gave instructions to the vessel to regurgitate. This is what God said. This is what God said. Then say what I, as the individual, say. No, this is what God said. And I'm teaching in that manner as God has taught me, now regurgitating. You know what I mean? Y'all get what I'm saying? I know I'm saying a lot, and it may be jumping, but I hope y'all get what I'm saying. We got to stop with the control and let it go. It's like a race car driver, right? The Indy cars and the NASCARs, they're going around the track. They only can see what's in front of them, right? They don't know what's happening ahead of them. They don't know what's going on. They don't see their back tires. They don't see anything that's going on. They see what's in front of them. They can see if somebody coming on the side. They stuck in this capsule, sort of like a cockpit, and they're moving hundreds of miles an hour. They have to listen to their crew chief and to the person in the stand and leading that crew. They have to listen to them the whole time they're in the race, because I have to listen, because I can't see ahead. I only can see what's in front of me. And you're moving so fast that they have to listen and be obedient to what the chief is saying. Okay, it's an accident. This one is moving. Move up, go up the side of the wall, let off, because they see They have instruments. It's so technical, and they see what's going on inside the car. They can see if the tire pressure is low, the oil pressure. They can see this while the driver is going. He don't have time to pay attention to the little details and all that. I'm looking. I gotta just keep this car right here, right? I'm just keeping it right here, but I'm getting instructions and corrections on where to go. Oh man, it's getting corrected. I'm getting because when I fall, I'm getting corrected. Um, so I'm getting instructions as he's driving. He's telling me it's an accident ahead, so you're gonna have to do this. Oh, your tire pressure low. Come in to the come in. I forgot what you call it, but come in when they change the tires and everything. He don't get out the car and he don't get out the race car and see if they're doing the tires right. No, he's trusting to his crew and make sure y'all putting that tire pressure on. This one ain't going on fast enough. He don't get because he can't do that. No, he has to pay attention to what he is doing to stay focused. He doesn't pay attention to them changing the four tire and making sure the lugs are on there tight. No, he has trust in what's going on and trusting and believing they're putting it on, but that's not even in his mind that they're putting them on. Are they putting them on correct? Did they put them on time? No, his focus is to keep this thing straight. I got to keep it straight. I got to keep it on. But I'm listening the whole time, the hours that they're in the car, I'm listening the whole time for correction. I'm listening to where I should go, where I should not go. I'm listening to how should I slow down? Should I speed up? Should I go up or should I go down the wall? Should I move over here or should I do this? What's ahead of me? Because I can't see what's ahead of me. We don't trust in God like that, do we? Because he know his crew, right? The race car driver knows his crew. Crew ain't failed him yet because them boys on point. Bye, 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 bye. I don't know how many have seen a race in the Indy cars, the open wheel cars. They hit them, bye, 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 zoom, boom, throw the gas in, bam, and he got to get out of there. He listened to my man. Okay, you now you stuck in this position. I don't know what position am I in because I'm driving. I'm in the car. I'm just focusing on what's in front. I don't know what position am I in. Now he's telling me, oh, okay. Now he's telling me to move up. He's telling me to speed up. He's telling me to slow down. God, if you try to put things so you can see it, so you can see it. God has never failed you that one day. He has never let you down. He's never not come through for you. But you say, well, this didn't happen for me when I wanted. This didn't happen. But if you look at it, people don't realize it. So if you're standing and sitting in front of me telling me this is what happened or didn't happen, you're not seeing what just happened. You're standing here in front of me to tell me this. So he allowed you to sit there and you're standing today to speak on what's going on. God has never failed you at all. You may come up with something that didn't happen when you wanted to happen, and you have no idea the reason why it didn't happen because God was protecting you because he can see ahead of you, right? He sees ahead of you, but you cannot see because you're seeing right there as the race car driver just right there in front of you. Y'all get what I'm saying? Why we don't sit there and let it go and just allow God to take full control, and I'm gonna listen to you and guide me through everything. I may be behind like 10 or 12 cars, and I'm looking at it. Don't matter because I know God is gonna guide me to the first position, and I'm going to win the race. You understand what I'm saying? He's going to he gonna correct me, and even as I go, he's gonna correct me all the time. But the kicker is you got to let the control go, your narcissistic ways to be corrected. You got to let it go because if the race car driver said, I've been driving for 30 years, I know this car and I can ride this track. No, you're going to end up clipping and boom, 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 and you're going to hit the wall and you're going to crash and that race over, right? But you got to let it go and say, okay, I'm be correct because a lot of us don't want to be corrected. That's another one, right? Correction. We don't want to be corrected. That's just like basketball players and football, but athletes. They have they play ball. You've been training all your life. They athletic. They built. The structure's built. They tall, 6'11", 6'10", 7 feet. They're not walking around here just regular. You don't see that all. That's on the basketball court. Dudes move like lightning. Bounce one step, boom, they in the air. It's unbelievable. And you go to a game, you just see the athletics. You're like, this is amazing. Even they have all that ability, they still got to listen to the coach to get instruction, to get guidance. They run back, blow the whistle, put time out. Let's go over to the coach. The coach gonna draw up a plan to put you in the best position so we can win. You got all the abilities in the world. Yes, I'm not negating your ability, but I'm as the coach, because I see what's going on the other team. I see what the coach doing. I see where they're lining up. I see this. You may see something, but I see something that's told way far than what you can see. While you were asleep, I was up studying. I'm talking as a coach. I was up studying and I was seeing all this. You may study, but I see something that's totally different than what you see, because you right here. I'm instruct you and put you in a position to win. So the greatest of the athletes got to sit down and get correction and sit down and be put in position so they can win. They don't run themselves. No team is out here without a coach, right? No individual is out here without an instructor. In the sports world, I'm using that as an analogy. And in life here, as God has placed us on this earth, why you want to run around loose and free and with no guidance? You crashing every time. You running loose and free and you have no instruction. How you think you're going to excel in that with no instruction, no guidance, no protection, nothing? And that's just small. That little analogy is small because the God that I serve, he is everything. Go to the word, it says he is life. God is life. Take the look, the athlete. That was small. That was just something so you could see it. That's small. But he is life. Y'all get that? You know how big life is? He's life. That means he's everything. He's everything. Everything. The breath that you breathe, your heart pumping in your chest, your life, your whole feeling, the way your senses. God is everything around us. The wind blows, you can't see it, but you feel it. He's every single thing. He's the sun in the sky that's shining on us. Even when it's cloudy, it's still light outside. Y'all understand what I'm saying? He's everything. So how are you not going to be instructed and guided by him? Why are you in the race car going 1,000 miles an hour and trying to get around and you swerving and you all over the place? And now you're nervous because you're getting ready to crash and you're nervous constantly because stuff ain't never going right. And you just shook and nervous constantly and your anxiety is kicked in and you upset because when you listen to the instructor, to the coach, to the navigator, when you listen to the crew, the chief of chiefs, when you listen to him, you can sit back and relax and just be in that race because I'm taking all the instructions and I'm doing exactly as you say do, and I'm gonna move exactly as you say move. And now this relax. This race is fun. I'm enjoying myself. I ain't worked up. I'm just gonna be in position. I'm gonna stay in position. I gotta stay in my position, stay in my lane, and stay in my position until he tells me to move, tell me go left, right, till he tell me to go fast, slow down, speed up. Don't worry about that. That's not your concern. Well, they crashed over here. Did I tell you to go over there and save them? They're gonna be all right. Well, they doing this over here because as a race car driver, look over here and pay attention to what's going on over here and worried about that, then they're gonna lose focus and then they can't hear what the chief is saying to them. We need to stay focused on that. And this ride it out. Ooh, it's comfortable. Oh, this feel good. Because I know I'm gonna stay right here in this lane, God. And as I go further and further and further in the race, I get stronger, right? I get more comfortable. The confidence comes out. You understand? Because I'm relying on him. And I ain't got to work. I ain't got to do no stressing. My anxiety ain't got to kick up. I ain't got to get all emotional. No. Because I know he never steered me wrong. He's not going to put me in a bad position. He's never going to put me in a position that I'm a fail. He's always going to put me in a position to win, and I'm never going backwards. So I ain't got to keep looking backwards. Because in a race, in the race cars, they can't keep looking in their mirror and looking, because as fast as you're going, you're not going to see what's in front of you. You're going to hit it, right? You can crash. So I must stay on this course and just listen and relinquish it. I know I got skills. I know my years I got skills to do this type of thing. I know this. I ain't even know I had it. I got skills to do this. Yeah, I got because I was in training for this. I got skills to do this. He dropped it in you before you was even born. But let him guide them and perfect them and watch how easy it is. Instead of you taking over, oh, I can do this, I can do that, you're going to crash every time. You understand? Now, let me say this. You may win one race. You may win that, right? All the anxiety and work that you got, you're going to get, I'm going to go to the next one. Next one, you're going to crash. I'm telling you that. That's facts. You're going to crash in that one. And then you're going to be all worked up and angry at him. You understand what I'm saying? Because now you want to, now you put the headphones on. Coach, tell me what I got to do because I crashed before and I don't want to crash no more. Tell me what I got to do because stuff falling apart and I can't see in front of me. And I don't know what's going on ahead. If we just stop and let it go and let him do it, this thing be easy. Just walk with him would be so easy. We drop our highly intelligent, our high, very, 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 very high IQs that we have in these little minute brains that we have because our intelligence is overwhelming. I mean, it's so powerful. You would think that we as human beings are so smart, we can go, we like the superheroes in Marvel that we can move stuff with our minds because we walk around here like we the super intelligent, most super intelligent, most confused, most sad, most angry, depressed, anxiety, narcissistic, whatever. Go down the list. But you are highly intelligent, but on this side, you a ball of mess. But if we set in him and stop that, then you can relinquish all that and let him guide you. We got to get that and grab that. Drop your intelligence and let God, because with God, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. The smartest of the smartest, as it says, I think it's Matthew. The most highly smartest person out there is folly to God. How you gonna be smarter than the one that created it? The creator. How you gonna be more intelligent and know more than him? Because you on the ground and he don't see what's happening. Because you out here, you know what I mean? I'm out here in the ground. God don't know what's going on out here. He created it. When we gonna grab that? He created it. Yes. He's the creator of human beings. He knows exactly what you're doing. He walked on this earth, did he not? Then he walked on earth, down on the cross. He came in his flesh. His word was made flesh. So come on. All right, I'm gonna stop. I hope y'all understood what I was saying. I may have jumped all over the place. Drop the control. Stop trying to be right all the time. We got to come out ourselves. Stop trying to be the one that I know I'm right because I'm smart. And I did this and I got this. I'm laughing because there's so much going on. I know this. I know it, and I'm the smartest. You all, because you don't talk the English correct, and I know you slow. And this one don't talk like this. I know they slow, but I'm smart. I'm the smartest one. Then stop it. Because the one that you think is less is the one that's greater. All right, I'm going to stop talking. All right. Greater than the one that's supposed to be smart. Because the one that you think is less is over there rejoicing and praising him. And you, smart, is idolizing what you have achieved, and inside you dead. Oh, man. God is something. All right. Thank y'all for joining. Let it go. Just let it go. Let the narcissism go. Let the selfishness go. All right. Take your control out of the situation. You have no control because you're fighting daily. You have no control. Thank y'all for joining. Thank you for joining. I think that's it. We're 40 minutes in. I thank you. This is so cool. I thank God. God is amazing. It feels so good. It feels good. Yes, yes. All right. You can join us throughout the week. On Sundays here with myself at 11 a.m., Tuesdays at 7 a.m., Wednesdays at 8:15 p.m. on Facebook Live and YouTube, and Thursdays with the men. We are on Zoom at 8 p.m. and on our discussion. Awesome time of encouragement, freedom, and letting things go. It's so good to be free and to talk to other brothers that you can trust. And that's where we're at. It's real good. It's real good. And Saturday at 9 a.m. is Saturation Saturday, and with our own Elder Ty. Okay, Elder Ty, Kathy, at 9 a.m. On Zoom and on our Facebook and YouTube, and on our Facebook page is New Life Changing. See New Life Changing Christian Center, Inc. You can just please go in there, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you know when broadcasts come up. And also, you can see here we are with Amazon Smile. God is saying something. Okay, y'all can see this and read this for yourselves. But thank y'all so much, because I can't even see that. Thank y'all so much. I praise God. Is so awesome. God is so awesome. I'm telling you. Once you come out, you believe when you're in the building, right? You just believe. But once you know him, your vision, everything expands, and you can't even put it in words, and you just, oh my gosh, it's so powerful. It's man, this feels so good. And sometimes you can't even get words out to articulate exactly what is going on and how it feels to have him guide you in every step. And the vision is so wide and it's so expanded, and you get more and more as you sit with him. And it's so amazing. And I just thank him. I thank him. I praise him. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Love y'all. Until next week, y'all have a blessed week. Me in Maryland, please stay warm. I like it. I love this temperature. I love it. It's crisp. I like it brisk. You know what I mean? You can layer up, put your stuff on, layer up, and go outside and enjoy. And enjoy this week. Is this a holiday week? Right? Any Thanksgiving coming up? Yeah. I think so. Yeah, enjoy the week with your family. Don't stress. This is not stress. Come on, calm down with all that stress. You're not killing this food. You eat every day of the week. And thank God you're eating every day of the week. Have fun and enjoy one another. In God's love. Amen. Amen. Until next time, God have a blessed week.